Imagine this. A seasoned traveler like Maria, age 68, all smiles on her first grandchild's college graduation trip, discovers she's overcharged because she missed a coupon or got bumped from a flight. In reality, Maria missed hidden rules. U.S. airlines quietly keep a deck of little-known policies that can cost even savvy flyers hundreds. But we've dug into official rules and real passenger stories so you don't get blindsided. From secret senior discounts to scam alerts, here are 11 airline tricks for travelers all over the world. Let's dig into it. Trick number 1. Hidden senior discounts. Many U.S. carriers quietly offer senior fares for passengers 65 and older, but they bury them so well most people never find them. For example, American Airlines and its partner American Eagle do have 5 to 15% discounted seats on select domestic routes for travelers 65 or older, but only if you ask. These senior fares aren't visible on regular websites or booking apps. You often have to call or use an advanced search option to unlock them. In one guide, an online travel agency notes that American senior concessions on domestic flights are only offered by a few airlines and are not available online. Southwest's site lets you book a senior fare online, but many others require a call or agent. If you're 65 or older, ask an airline rep or travel agent about a senior discount. You might save up to 15% or more off your ticket. Airlines bank on travelers not knowing to ask, so speak up. Number 2, spotting fake airline scams. Scammers know older travelers might panic at the thought of a canceled flight. Beware emails or texts claiming your flight is suddenly canceled. They may not be from any airline. The Better Business Bureau warns of cons where victims get a message about a fake cancellation, then are told to call a number. In reality, the real airline never canceled your flight. One BBB report tells of people who thought they booked with United, got a fake cancellation call, paid $80 more through a scam rebooking line only to find the original ticket was fine. Also, be cautious when searching online for customer service numbers. Scammers register fake phone numbers that show up at the top of search results. The BBB notes travelers have Googled United Airlines phone number and clicked a malicious listing. Trick: if you get a surprise cancellation alert or fee demand, stop and verify through official channels. Don't click unsolicited links or trust search ads. Instead, call the number on the back of your real ticket or the official airline app or website. If in doubt, go to a real terminal counter. Always check with the airline directly before handing over cash. Airlines will never call asking for extra payment after you booked. Number 3, turn overselling into cash. Airlines routinely oversell flights, hoping some passengers won't show. If you get bumped involuntarily, U.S. Department of Transportation rules actually guarantee you a payout. The amount can be huge. If the new flight arrives more than 2 hours later than your original schedule, the airline owes 400% of your one-way fare, up to about $1,550. Even a 1 to 2 hour delay on domestic travel earns you 200% of the fare. In other words, involuntary bump up to 2 hours late, 200% of your one-way fare. More than 2 hours late, or no rebooking, 400% of one-way fare. If you choose to volunteer when an agent seeks extras, you'll probably get vouchers or travel credit, which can be less than cash. But if you're forced off, insist on the Department of Transportation compensation. Airlines must also give you a written statement of your rights and let you keep your unused ticket or refund if you prefer. Trick: never quietly accept a bump. Politely ask, is my flight oversold? What compensation am I eligible for? If it's involuntary, request a check. The airline will offer something and they must stick to the law's rates. Old pros even wear comfy clothes to volunteer. Sometimes the agent will pay you more to stay home than to sit in economy. Number 4, the 24-hour protection rule. When you buy a ticket, you often have an automatic safety net. U.S. law requires carriers to either hold your reservation for 24 hours before charging you, or allow you to cancel within 24 hours of purchase with a full refund. In practice, this means if you book a ticket at least a week before departure and realize you found a cheaper fare, you can call to cancel for free. The DOT guidance is clear. Airlines must hold a reservation at the quoted fare for 24 hours without payment, or allow a reservation to be canceled within 24 hours without penalty. Airlines can't make you pay a change fee or call it administrative. It's your right. Trick: use this 24-hour rule as a safety blanket. Book your best guess, then watch fares for a few hours. If a lower price pops up, cancel and rebook. Be careful to do this within 24 hours of original purchase. Even if you paid immediately, you should still be able to cancel free by law. Always verify with the airline and keep records of any fee waivers just in case. Number 5. Don't miss the price drop refund. Airfares are constantly shifting. After buying a ticket, stay vigilant. If the price drops, many airlines will recredit the difference, but you have to ask. The US DOT notes that fares change all the time. And if the fare you paid goes down before you fly, some airlines will refund the difference. But you have to ask. For example, if Delta or United posts a flash sale soon after you book, call them. They may cancel and reissue your ticket at no cost or give you a travel voucher. A savvy passenger even shared that after ticketing, a quick check found a lower fare. A polite call to the agent resulted in a partial refund. The airlines aren't eager to volunteer this, so remind them of the DOT suggestion. Trick: recheck prices by phone 24 to 48 hours after purchase. If you see a dip, call customer service and say something like, "I see the fare is cheaper now, can you adjust it?" Many agents will credit back the difference or give you airline credit. It's 100% legal and widely done, but it only happens if you mention it. Number 6. What to do if they cancel your flight. If the airline decides to scrap your flight, for any reason, US law says you must get your money back, even on non-refundable fares. DOT rules state plainly. A consumer is entitled to a refund if the airline canceled a flight, regardless of the reason, and the consumer chooses not to travel. In practice, this means if the carrier cancels, they can either rebook you on a later flight or hand over a full cash refund for the unused ticket. Don't let them fob you off with only a flight credit or cheap date change. You also get back any paid fees that you can't use because of the cancellation. Trick: if you get a cancellation notice, demand your refund. Don't automatically accept rerouting. Airlines often hope you'll take credit so they keep your cash. But DOT's refund rule is ironclad. Politely say, "I'd like a full refund for the canceled flight," and they must comply, usually within a week. You can use that cash to rebook elsewhere or fully control your travel plans. Number 7. Stop believing the cookies raise price myth. So, you've probably heard of searching for flights in a browser's incognito mode or clearing cookies so airlines won't hike prices. But honestly, it's actually not true. Airlines don't secretly raise fares based on your search history. Travel experts confirm, searching in incognito or normal mode, you're going to see the same price. In fact, frequent flying deal experts at Thrifty Traveler tested it and stressed, searching for flights incognito does nothing. Absolutely nothing. Airfares change for a lot of reasons. Seats selling out, demand spikes, fuel prices. Not because you clicked a button. The myth persists because, well, it feels like you're being tracked, but it's just not happening. Here's the trick. Ignore the cookie advice. Don't waste your time hopping around private windows. Instead, focus on comparison shopping with multiple tools like Google Flights, Hopper, and so on, and keep your dates flexible. If a price jumps after your search, it's because the airline changed the fare class, not because you visited their site. Trust the data, not the folklore. Number 8. Leverage airline credit cards for free bags. Checked bag fees can add $30 to $50 per bag, each way. Over a trip, that's a pretty big hit, especially for travelers over 40 who tend to bring more luggage. A little-known hack: airline credit cards often waive baggage fees as a card benefit. For example, nearly all Delta-branded credit cards come with a free first checked bag for the cardholder and up to 8 travel companions on the same reservation. Frontier's co-branded MasterCard gives 2 free checked bags for the cardholder. Hawaiian's card likewise offers 2 free bags on routes to Hawaii. In short, one trip can pay for the annual fee. If you fly Alaska, United, American, Delta, and so on, check their credit card benefits. Most have a free bag perk. Even Southwest's Rapid Rewards card reimburses bag fees, and Southwest still has a 2-bag policy for now. Here's the trick. Get the airline's credit card or use a points card that grants a companion benefit before you fly. Then, apply your loyalty number at booking. Instantly, your booking includes free bags and sometimes priority boarding. If you already have the card, always plug in your number. Many travelers accidentally omit it at purchase, losing their perk. It's a fast way to reduce a guaranteed fee without changing your packing. Number 9. Keep your miles alive. So, you've earned a pile of airline miles? Don't lose them to expiration. Most U.S. frequent flyer programs set a clock on your points. Often, 18 to 36 months of inactivity. For example, Flying Blue miles expire after 2 years unless you do something about it. Air Canada airplane miles expire after 18 months of no activity. The good news is, almost any activity resets the clock. You don't need to fly. Buying or redeeming any number of points will wake up your account for another year or two. Trick: reset expiry with minimal effort. About to let those miles sit? transfer a small amount of credit card points, buy a magazine subscription with miles, or book an awards flight. That activity bumps your expiration date back to the maximum term. A few dollars or a tiny points transfer can save years' worth of miles. Always track your accounts and their expiration rules. It's free travel income you'd hate to lose. Number 10. Understand connections and baggage transfers. On multi-leg trips, especially with different carriers, don't assume your bag or ticket rules are airtight. If you have connecting flights on separate tickets, check before you fly whether the first airline will check your bag through to the end and what happens if a delay occurs. DOT recommends asking, will my bags be transferred and will my first ticket be honored on another carrier if there's a long delay? If one leg is on a partner ticket, a schedule change might leave you stranded without your luggage or without a seat on the second flight. Trick. When booking unusual routes, 2 carriers or back-to-back tickets, call the airline to confirm baggage handling and contingency plans. If they won't guarantee your bag transfer or rerouting, you might split tickets at your own risk, or book with one airline for full protection. Also, DOT advises choosing flights with good on-time records. That way you reduce the chance of missing a connection. Even a simple thing like adding insurance or buffer time can save you a big hassle and expense later. Number 11. Free curbtogate assistance. Airlines can't charge you for basic mobility assistance and they legally must accommodate it. Under the U.S. Air Carrier Access Act, if you say you need help, the airline must escort you through security and let you board before other passengers. In fact, DOT rules explicitly say, if you self-identify as a passenger with a disability who needs additional time or assistance, the airline must allow you to board the airplane before other passengers. No extra fee, no hoops. Though if they doubt it, they can only ask you a simple question like, how does this wheelchair help with your disability? Not demand medical proof. Trick. If you have mobility issues, a bad knee, a cane, or need an aisle seat, ask for assistance up front. Tell gate agents I need a wheelchair or aisle boarding. They're required by law to help and let you board early. Use it. It's not a favor. It's your right. And it saves you hurrying through narrow aisles or worrying about lifting bags. These 11 strategies come from official guidelines, travel experts, and real passenger reports. Use them on your next trip. Read the fine print, ask the right questions, and don't be afraid to request what's due. Airlines hope customers stay in the dark, but with these insider tips, you're in control. Now go forth and book confidently. The airlines won't outsmart you if you know their game. If you found this video helpful, then do not forget to like, subscribe, and share the video with your family, friends, and your relatives. Also, let me know in the comments, did you already use any of these tricks before on your trip? Safe travels?